This is definitely important. I would, if I didn't already know what was up, I would definitely read these directions. If you guys want, I will give you a chance to read them now. And if you don't know how to pause the video, that ain't on me. So let's go. All right. So to start with here, we have a just your typical battleship board. Everything's going to be empty. Uh, you're not going to press start until you've already made all of your selections. So right now, I'm just going to. I didn't finish replacing all of those signs. Well, give me just a second, and we'll click back to the game. All right, and we are back. I've made the changes on this side. I'll end up clipping the footage from where I changed the stuff on the other side too. But for right now, I'm just going to demonstrate boat placement, and I'm going to give you guys kind of a brief explanation as to how I made all this happen. It's honestly going to be, I think, a little bit simpler than what you guys are expecting. Um, I mean, add it up and it seems complicated, but break it down and it's really not. So I've selected to place my carrier, right? And in order to put the rules of the game into it, what I've done is I've made this brain box kind of right here. And so what it's going to do is when we select something, whatever we select first, whether it be a number or a letter, it's going to lock that to where that will be um, the only thing that you can select. So I've selected to place my carrier, which is gonna power off your lockout light, and you're gonna hear a little kind of signifying that yeah, that you are no longer locked out. So then I want to place it on D3. I'm going to press D first because I want my entire ship to be in the D column, and that's kind of what I'll show you in a second. So yeah, got my ship on D3 now. Um, and as you can see back here, the top row is the numbers. So, or letters, I mean. So you can see right here, this is the only thing whose memory cell for the letter that you press, which that's what these are right here. It's a memory cell um, to remember which letter you press. And right now, D is the only one that is not being constantly reset. If you put power to any of these, it wouldn't do anything. So um, all of the number options are still open though. So it just prevents you from placing ships diagonally was my intention with that. So then we go D4, and you don't have to press D first every time. You just have to press D first the first time. Then D5, D6, D7, and then I will be locked back out. And I'll have to, I can't, it won't let me select that same thing again. It will let you select it again if you reset, but if you reset, you lose your ships. But to give you a little bit of an idea of how this works, we're going to go ahead and place our battleship, right? And I want this to be 2 2F through, or I'm sorry, 3F through 3H. So I'm going to press 3 first, and then F, and then, yeah, it's there. So then I'm going to press G3. And I'm going to press H3. And then I3. Before I press lock input on this, though, I'm just going to show you real quick. So we've got 3 is powered right here, and I is powered. I'm not even going to try to explain the brain box really too much right now. But if you're interested in how that works, I could always explain to you, or you can always download the map. I do plan on making that available for download in the link in the description. Um, but if you want to check this out here, so basically what we've got is just a series of inputs. Um, you've got an AND gate that is powered by those inputs. So this right here is the number 3. Um, that powers a glass tower that goes all the way up, and this is the 3 row. And then there is, right, that ain't red. Let's see. This right here is I, and that's going to power off the I torch. So then right here where we have 2 torches that are powered off, um, we have 1 torch that is powered on. However, we have a constant signal held to the side of the comparator set on subtract, so that that signal can't escape until you hit the lock input button, which unpowers these torches at the bottom, allowing the signal to go through. Once the signal does go through, um, we obviously want that signal um, so that we know to reset memory cells, certain memory cells. And so that is pretty much how the boat placement logic works. Then what this is right here, which there is still, I kind of copied and pasted some stuff, and this isn't actually necessary at all. This whole system could get deleted as far as the output detection. On this end of things right here. Um, Same thing though, it's an AND gate, and they reset a small memory cell on each input for the boat board. So when you output a signal through that AND gate, the boat board AND gate, so let's go back to that F3, um, that signal is going to travel down right here. Shit. And it's going to activate this input, like this memory cell. And that's also able to be reset individually or all at once with the main reset button. The main reset button just overrides everything. It just powers everything um, to reset the whole boat board all at once, while the individual boat board reset works off of your opponent's outputs. So that means that when your opponent hits your boat, it will actually sink. So this board I haven't reset yet. I wanted to be able to show you guys. This is a hit right here. This is a miss. Um, and then I'll go back here. All right. And then to explain the boat board, um, the hit detection, just a little bit here. Since I did not explain the guess inputs or hit detection yet, I'm just going to give you a little walkthrough of that. So what happens here is we've already explained boat boards. Let's say if J10 right here was powered. I'm just going to go ahead and simulate that circumstance here. Bam, bam. Oh, that was not J10. Okay. And so J10 is powered, right? There is obviously power going into that, but there is also power coming out of that from this torch right here on each and every one. So that goes all the way over to right here, where that piston is going to carry the signal upward. I've used obsidian blocks so that the slime blocks don't move them. And I've just got the signal from J10 on the boat board going to J10 on the screen. So as you can see here, there's a piston below here that pushes up some sand. And that only happens if J10 is guessed on this side of things, which similar to the boat board, um, there is just a series of AND gates. Uh, they're just a little further spread apart, but that's really the only difference. Um, that signal when you guess J10 or when your opponent guesses J10 is going to trigger this input lock and signal this piston to go up. And since J10 is powered, when this piston goes up, it's also going to power the hit indicator. And that's what the bottom line here is I'm not going to say miss because this is just like if the opponent guesses at all, this is going to come on. And then if it is a hit, then the hit is going to come on. There's also memory cells right here, as you can see, for both the hit and the guess. Those are going to activate their relative spots on the screen, indicating a hit or a miss. In this case, it would be a hit. So that is how each side communicates with the other. Um, the win-loss detection runs off of just this simple little circuit here that intercepts if there's any power at all coming from the red side's boat board. Um, it'll it'll be sending power up this glass stack here. If the game has started, it'll allow the signal to pass through. If the game has not started, it won't. That way, it doesn't like signify that you won or lost without having even started the game. Um, but yeah, that's how win-loss detection works. And then obviously, if all of the votes are down on red side, that means they lost. So it's going to power the loser light, which will run over to the winner light of the blue side. Same exact system exists for blue side. So if blue side lost, then it would reflect winner on red side. So that's the basics of it anyway. Um, this was really the most complicated part, and honestly, I am not a redstone professional. I am certain that somebody could probably figure out a better way to do all this than the way that I did it. Even I even could probably figure out a better way to do it. I just, you know, don't hardly have the time to invest in re-engineering this entire deal. I mean, if it works, don't fix it, right? But um, that's how the redstone works. And I'm gonna finish placing my boats. And that notification was the glorious sound of my friend Spaghetti Stone coming online. He helped me build the entire first version, but unfortunately was at camp while I rebuilt nearly every system for optimization and rules on version 2. Next video is going to be me versus Spaghetti Stone in Minecraft Battleship. Like and subscribe if you like this video, and if you hate me, just go ahead and leave a comment about it. It all helps. Thanks. Have a great day.